Everyone, I want to make a little fun ornament for Christmas, and it's very easy. I'm gonna make a few and then you decide which one you want to make for your Christmas tree or just for fun. Okay, so I have a striped fabric right here. It's not enough for me to do anything, but it's perfect for this kind of ornament. So I'm making a peppermint ornament. Okay, so I need this fabric to be 10 inches. So I want to cut the fabric in diagonal. I place the ruler the way I show you right now, and then I'm going to go down 4 inches wide, but you can go in 3.5 inches wide if you want, and the length of this is 10 inches long. So between 3.5 inches to 4 inches wide and 10 inches long. And after that, you're going to connect the point. It's the easy way, and cut this out. So now I'm going to fold this together. So you're going to sew a 1/4 of an inch, but very close to like about an inch away. So sew here a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Leave a space about a 1/4 of an inch or less, and then go into here and sew this close. So this space right here, you're going to leave it there open. Okay. Okay, I sew on the side. I'm going to inside out this. Fold it in a 1/4 of an inch. Sew it. You hand sew. So when you sew, you can use running stitch to sew around or bathing stitch. So when you're done sewing around, you're going to pull the thread and make sure it come in tight like that, and then you're going to sew that area closed. So everyone, before I close in this, I have cut the circle in here that is 3 inches, and I use I use a hard paper. You can use any kind. So now the space that we left a 1/4 of an inch, I cut the ribbon about 10 inches or 11 inches, and I tie the two ends together. And then after that, I add a little glue and pull on the top so the glue can stay closed at the opening space. So the paper circle that I cut in 3 inches circle, I place it inside, and at this time you going to pull it around and make sure it stay right in the center for the other side. And on this side, I use a 1/4 of an inch, and I use bathing stitch or running stitch and sew it around. Do exactly the same way that you did into the other side. And then you go on to pull, make sure everything is tied up, and then you go on to close the area. So after that, I use the glue, and I glue the button on both sides. I don't have the same button, the color the same, so I use one on each side. But you can do anything you want. You can put anything you want in the center. So I cut in 11 inches ribbon. I fold the ribbon in half so I can mark the center. So the center is right here. Okay. I'm going to bring this end to me, loop that end to me just like so. Okay, and then the other end I'm going to loop the other way. When I place this, I'm gonna place right on top of here, so it makes it like a square kind of. Now you're going to bring this to the center just like so, and then this one to the center, same. Bring it up. I use to make hair bow, I'm gonna clip right in the center like that. Okay, and then I go to tie this ribbon together in the back here, go in the hole. You can check in my description for this clip, this hair clip that I used when I was a hairdresser. So just tie one, and then you go on the front and you see if this even. If it's even, then you go on to double knot. Basically, this is how you make the hair bow. So when I done, I just put the glue on the top where the ribbon, and I just put the bow there, and that is that. I finished everyone, and it looks so cute. You can trim the ribbon on the side a little bit like that. So cute. Hanging in the tree, it looks so beautiful. Look at the back and the front look the same. Another one, I'm using the velvet fabric to make this star. So I'm playing the star on the velvet fabric, and I'm going to trace this around. Make sure when you trace around you use the marker, because the marker it's easier to see when you trace it on the velvet fabric. And fold it so you can cut two together. I use the bigger needle and double thread, just regular thread, but then when I pull it down I double again, so there are 4 strings in there. So tie the knot, and I use that thread that I found at the Dollar Tree for the string to hold the ornament. And make sure you sew the top together so it can stay, the string can stay in there. I go around the outer line of the star, and I'm going to use the blanket stitch so I can sew around the outer line of the star. If you want, you can use running stitch if you want to do that on the sewing machine. Either way, whatever you feel comfortable to do, it's okay to do so. Continue to do the star, but you leave the space so you can stuff the cotton. So I left the space there so I can stuff the cotton inside. Use the blanket stitch to sew the open space back in. If you want to use the regular fabric, feel free to do that. You face the 2 fabric, the right side to the right side, and you sew and you leave the space like I told you right here, instead of doing the middle, because the velvet fabric is easy, but for the regular fabric you leave it on the straight side right here. Okay, Make it easier when you inside out and then when you sew it back. When you sew it back, you utilize it for fabric. Alright, now continue to do that and sew this back. I am using 2 buttons, one for the back and one for the front. I place right in the center, go from one side to the other side, and I place the other one too. So that way I sew 2 buttons at the same time, so you don't have to do twice. So make sure you go from one hole in one side to the other side. I'm gonna slide the needle underneath the whole bunch of threads and I make the loop and I come out. There you go. That is that. And so I slide the needle underneath the button. I took the line out so you can see the whole thing so you don't confuse. So I go all the way to the top, slide the needle where the line stops, just like so. And then do one more time right there so it can stay in that area. And now I go from one side to the other. Just slide the needle underneath, but don't let the needle go to the other side. Okay? There's a lot of turning, so you know exactly where you sew. Sorry for the dizziness. Right, so everyone, after I did this, I suggest you to draw a straight line and then fishbone one here, one, and then follow that, okay? And draw this. So everyone, after I did this, I suggest you to draw a straight line and then fishbone one here, one, and then follow that, okay? And draw this. So I'm changing into the purple thread. This take a little while, but you know what? It looks so beautiful when you're done. So I don't mind something like this. Taking me a while, but I want the way it looks, so I don't mind. So I'm gonna go underneath here, and then I go down to in between the first one like that, or you can go anywhere. I just want to hide the thread under the button. Okay, when I get into here, I'm gonna make this finger like that, and I'm going to go right here, and I go up about, I would do a 1/8 of an inch like this, kind of making the flower in between these green. See, this one is done, and then I make my move to the next one right next to it with it, this one right here. So every green in between, you add in the flower to it. So all right, so put your finger like that, make the loops this way. Let me just zoom it in. So make the loop like this, and then go back to where exactly when you just come up, make it up like a 1/8 of an inch. Okay, and then you go on to pull there, and you have that. You go outside of that loop, you go on to the next one, slide under, go to the next one, and continue do exactly the same. I'm making the loop, go into here, right there, 1/8 of an inch or whatever you want, like that. And then I go back to the next one, and the next one, and the next one until you're all done. It take a while. Also, if you want, you can use any bead, pearl bead, you can do this too. You can use any kind of beads if you want to. The pearl will be perfect. Look at that. Look at this, everyone. I finished this part, and it's so cute. You can skip this and just only add the button if you want to, but you know how I am when I'm making something. I just want more detail, and just if you don't like the activity, just don't bother to come, or don't bother to say anything narrative, okay? Because all your narrative comment is going to be spam, so don't do that. So everyone, this is another one. I have a Xerox paper, and I fold the paper in half, and from the fold here, I'm gonna go in 1/2 inch. From 1/2 inch, I'm going up 1 1/4 inch. From 1 1/4 inch, I'm going out 1 1/2 inch. And then from the stem up to here, I'm going to go to 6 1/4 inch. So from this point, 1 1/2 inch going up to 6 1/4 inch. Now you have a Christmas tree template. After this, you're going to use a fabric, and you're going to cut 2 out. After I cut 2 pieces of fabric out at the tree, and I plate the right side together, from there I mark a 1/4 inch on the top, and on the side I mark close to 1/8 inch. I want a little seam allowance. I don't want it a 1/4 inch, so I mark around it, and that for your seam allowance. You can do a 1/4 inch if you want to cut it bigger tree, but I just want a small one. You don't want a big giant tree on the tree. On this side, I do the same thing, but I leave the space about 1.5 inch open so I can inside out. I cut the ribbon about 10 or 12 inches long, and I place the two ends together. I tie the knot so that way when I sew it don't loose. So place inside with the right side of the tree and put it together. Make sure the ribbon stay in the middle, so when you sew, you don't sew on top of it. So now go follow the line and sew. Make sure you leave the space open. So after I sew, I go and trims around. At the corner, just cut a little bit so when you inside out, it will straight out for you. So let's go and inside out this whole tree. Use the pencil, use anything you want to push this corners out, and or even the pin to go at the corner. It's up to you, whatever you want to use. It's easier, everyone, as long as you push the corners out. And after that, you stuff them with the cotton. You know what, this one I bought the whole pillow so I could use this. It's cheaper that way than you buying the bed. Much easier. Now at Walmart where they have the summer pillow, you can get that. I got a whole bunch yesterday for $1 each, and I got a whole bunch. That for the future. Or I have a plan to make a pillow. I will show you in the future video. See the two fold? You're gonna go in one side of the fold, go very close on the top here. Don't go down too deep, because when you pull the fabric, it's not gonna look nice. So go right on the fold just a little bit and pull. Okay, the closer you you slide the fabric on the fold, the nicer it look. So make sure, keep that in mind. Okay, I slide the needle on the fold of the side away from me, and then I go to the one next to me, the side of the fold here next to me, slide this and pull. And so when you pull, you can see how close that is. It's very nice, just like how you sewed it with the machine. So slide this, pull, and then go to the one next to it, I mean on the other side of it, and pull, and continue doing that. So this close. You see, it look exactly like you the sewing machine. So I am finished. Now I use the same technique when we make a bow earlier, and I place on top where the ribbon is. You can do anything. If you want to make a star to place it in there, feel free to do so, and decorate around with the button, all different color if you want to. I went to Walmart the other day, and they sell the whole bag of button with all different size, all different color, all mess up, little, small, big, and whatever in that bag is for 50 cents. So I got a few. I use it for this. So just do whatever you want to do. Skip this part if you want to use the ribbon, and then you wrap around the tree and use the glue to glue this on the tree if you want to. It's all up to you. It's your design. I just show you how to make things. So I finished, everyone. It looks so cute, and it's easy to make too. Get your kid get involved too in activity. Have a family together making this, chit chat, have fun. And thank you so much for the people who always support my channel, donation, and join my channel membership. I really appreciate your kindness and your support to my channel. Stay safe everyone. Make sure you click on the like button if you like my video. Turn on the bell notification. Every time I upload a video, you get notified. Stay safe everyone. Love you.